We can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nisha Naik from third year CSC Department AIT. It is my great pleasure to warmly welcome all the respected faculty members, dignitaries, participants in faculty development program on digital forensic in cybersecurity organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Advanced Institute of Engineering and Technology. It is my privilege to introduce our esteemed resource person for today's session, Mr. Kaushik G N. Mr. Kaushik is a research scholar at the Indian Institute of Technology, Dharwad. He is pursuing his doctoral studies in the field of electrical, electronics, and communication engineering, where his research focused on advanced concepts and emerging technologies within the domain. He is actively involved in academic research, technical discussion, and scholarly activities, contributing to the research culture of the Institute with a strong foundation in engineering principles and keen interest in innovation driven research. Mr. Kaushik GN aims to address the real world engineering challenges through a systematic investigation and analysis. He has also participated in academic events such as seminars, workshops, and technical presentations, reflecting his commitment to continuous learning and professional development. We are truly honored to have you with us, sir. Warmly welcome to you. Now, I would like to hand over this session to Mr. Kaushik GM. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, very good afternoon, everyone. So this was the earlier we talked with the Manjal sir regarding the FDP. Then now I got the opportunity to present here. Uh, Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. First of all, to the Manjal sir as well as to the Advance Institution, engineering institution. So today, yeah. Uh, Yeah, today we will cover the basics of Wazuh. That is the tool which is we use for the security incident and event management, as well as live capture, RAM capture, physical extraction. These things we will cover. Yeah. Can anyone tell my screen is visible or not? My full screen is visible, right? Uh, just a second. Yeah. So the first session we will revolve around the Wazuh tool as well as the Splunk tool. Basically, the installation of Splunk is very difficult in 1.5 hour session. So we will move to the open source, that is Wazuh tool. So before that, I will give a brief introduction as regarding this tool, how it works, and what kind of technology it uses, and everything. Yeah, I can explain. So, as introduction says, I have done my MSc in cybersecurity, doing PhD, pursuing PhD from IIT Dharwad, and presently I am working in Bangalore International Airport Limited. That is the subsidiary company in the airport in the Bangalore. So, the session outline which I have mapped. So, it starts with the introduction to Wazuh tool. Next, we will talk about what is intrusion detection system. Then, in the subcategory of intrusion detection system, that is host-based intrusion detection system, and the first kind of HIDS system, that is OSEC. So that we discuss. Then we will move to the updated version of OSEC, that is Wazuh. So in this session, you will get to know the components of Wazuh, the architecture of Wazuh, how to deploy the Wazuh tool, and what is the future of Wazuh. And we will go to the installation of the Wazuh, demo of the Wazuh, and how to set a rule in Wazuh. These things we will cover. Then if time permits, we will go for the first hands-on experiment, that is file integration monitoring, how we can detect about the file modification. These things we will cover. Then I will give the both as the hands-on lab 2 and hands-on lab 3 as a practice. Any doubt till now? I am just seeing someone raising their hand. Any issue? Mahesh Kini sir. Hello.
By mistake when
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. So going to the Wazuh, before we will talk about the intrusion detection system. Can anyone tell what is IDS? I hope this session will be somewhat interactive session. So anyone know what is IDS? Any idea on it? Because without knowing the ideas, we can't move forward. So because of that, I have given this introduction. Any can answer. Anyone can answer. Anyone know what is IDS system?
it is an introduction detection system intrusion.
Yes, yes. Any idea how it works? What is an intrusion? Anyone know what is an intrusion?
It check illegal parameters like unauthorized access.
Unauthorized access is a parameter or the activity.
It
Yeah.
means it's an illegal activity.
Yeah. Thank you for the answer. Yeah. Hope yeah, everyone will answer as session moves. So before going to the ideas, basically we need to understand the basic concepts of cybersecurity, where we talk about the intrusion. There are different types of terminology we use in cybersecurity, as well as the digital forensic. We used to call it as DFIR, that is digital forensics and digital forensic and the incidents response. So how we can respond to the incidents? So there are different kinds. One is incident. You can note it. There are different terminologies. One is incident. Second one is threat. Third one is vulnerability. Fourth one is the intrusion. Fifth one is detection. Sixth one is response. These are the very foundation keywords we need to know when we move to the digital forensics. Now, what is an intrusion? So, intrusion is when an attacker gets unauthorized access to a device, network, or networking devices, or the system. We usually don't call it as a system; we call it as the endpoints. Cyber criminals uses advanced techniques to sneak into organization without being detected. So this is the foundation. Then, in simple words, intrusion means getting the unauthorized access. What is an unauthorized access? Well, as we know, there is a foundation for the cybersecurity, CIA, yes, confidentiality, integrity, and availability, as well as three A's we have. The one of it is authorization. What is authorization? For example, I'm employee of airport. So when I want to get inside my office, authorization will be permitted for me, whether it using the ID card or whether it is using the biometric verification. So this is the authorization. So how authorized for in ID card also there are different types. Like there are some restricted area. For example, can I enter the terminal? Can I enter the security check? These things will be there. So the unauthorized access means the place where someone is not authorized to go in. So this is what the cyber criminals will do. So as part of it, so there are different technologies presently we are using. For example, we use firewalls. Anyone can explain what is firewall? How it works? Anyone know?
It blocks unauthorized access ports.
Okay. So firewall means like it will monitor the inbound and outbound traffic. For example, I am connected to Advanced Engineering Institution Wi-Fi. So with the firewall is deployed in the institution. So whatever I will search, for example, I will open Google. So my traffic will go to the Google server. It will be monitored, as well as when the request is sent to the Google, then I will get the response. That traffic will be first, it will be, it is like filterization. So we set some of the rules, the filterization will happen, and the inbound traffic will come inside the institution after the filterization. So any malicious activity or any intrusion things will happen, so it will be detected. Similarly, we have now the firewall is no more, like the normal used firewall is no more in use in the industry. We use the web application firewalls. We use the next generation firewalls. So similarly, we use IDS, that is intrusion detection system. Then we use IPS, the intrusion prevention system, and nowadays in the next generation firewall only the IDS and IPS systems were now it is deployed inside the firewall. So how it works? So this is the this is the architecture. So here we have the, for example, yeah, here we have firewall. This is the internet. This is the router. It's the firewall. So this is the endpoint, my system. First, it will be connected to the local area network. Then the traffic will be inbound, the outbound traffic will be filterized in the firewall. Then it went to the router and it went to the internet. So these ideas will be connected to the LAN. Why? Because, for example, the Ulta architecture, now the internet will respond. It will come to the router. Router will identify by the routing table. It will identify the IP address. Then the firewall will filter. Then it will go to the LAN. Before it will send to the endpoints or the computer or any mobile devices. The IDS will be implemented in the lab, so it will monitor whether any kind of intrusion will happen or not. Which mean, in other words, which means any unauthorized access will be, any person is trying to do the unauthorized access or not. So this ideal system will be implemented in the lab. Then it will monitor. If there is no intrusion, then it will be forwarded to the then it will be forwarded to the endpoints. Now the same thing I explained here, and IDS monitors the traffic on a computer network to detect any suspicious activity. It analyzes data flowing through the network to look for the patterns and signals of abnormal behavior. Then IDS compares the network activity to get a set of predefined rules and pattern to identify any activity that might indicate an attack or intrusion. If the IDS detects something that matches one of these rules or pattern, it sends an alert to the system administrator. As you know, everyone will be using this the endpoint virus detection softwares like um, different softwares we will be using virus total and these things. How it works, like there will be set pattern or the signatures, we used to call it as signatures. So signatures means the previously some attack will be happened. So for that the unique MD5 hash file will be created. So that signature will be compared in the software. If again that attack will be it will be coming, then the signature will be matched. That is the hash value will be matched. Then if it will be if it matches, then the virus total or the software will block it. Similarly here in the IDS, it also depends on the pattern only. It will take all the data from it will take feeds from the different websites, like virus total is there, multiple threat intel platforms are there. The for in airport we got we will get the multiple threat intels from EY, Deloitte, or from the KPMG, or from the certain regulations, and these things will be coming. So, so we will feed it into the ideas, and it matches, then it will be blocked. So this how the ideas works. This is the architecture. Now there are multiple classification of IDS. So one is network intrusion detection system. The second one is the host intrusion detection system. So today we will be covering host this only. Then we have hybrid intrusion detection system. Then we have application protocol based intrusion detection system. Then we have protocol based intrusion detection system. And the final one is the signature based detection. So this we just put it as a category only. It will be involved in other types. Yeah. So today we will be only discussing about the host intrusion detection system, or it is called as HIDS. What is HIDS? So now, for example, here in the diagram, I explained about the IDS system which will be deployed in the LAN. So this will be typical IDS system, the network intrusion detection system. But so while if we deploy the ideas in the network, then there is a chances like network will be large. For example, in my LAN network, thousand of computer will be connected. So it will be very difficult to find out the intrusions, and it is not about difficulty. There will be very much load on the idea system. So for that reason, the network researchers came up with the new kind of ideas which is called host based intrusion detection system, which means here I am not implementing ideas in the LAN. I will be implementing ideas in each I will be implementing ideas in the yeah I will be implementing IDs in the each endpoints or in the each host. It may be computer device, it may be laptop, or it may be the mobile device, tab, anything. So this HIDs basically we are implementing it in the host or in the endpoints. So the first kind of HIDS which we got is open source security, that we call OSSEC. OSSEC we call it as. It is a free open source host based intrusion detection system that monitors and protects servers and workstation by analyzing system logs, checking file integrity, detecting rootkits, and providing real time alerts and active responses to the security threats across various operating system like Linux, Windows, and Mac OS. So, just a second. Yeah. Why we are talking about OSEC rather than talking about the everyone will think like why we are talking about OSEC rather than the Wazuh, because Wazuh got all the fundamentals from the OSEC. This is the first IDS system, HIDS system, which was created, that is open source security. When so from that the Wazuh team, so OSEC was created in 2004 by Daniel CID Sid. So he created he is one of the security researcher who thought now the NIDS is out of scope, we need to have a host based IDS system. So from that, from the OSEC, the Wazuh, the till now there is no name who invented the Wazuh. So he took the source code, then he built his own Wazuh, then the Wazuh become very famous. Yes, we talked about the HIDS, how it works. So HIDS will be implemented in each uh, each host or in the each endpoint. So the key points of about the HIDS is one host based. It is the host based. It detects malicious activity or policy violation on individual host or the device deployed on each device or the host that need to be monitored. Yeah. What is the feature of Wazuh, that features of Wazuh, which is derived from the OSEC? First one is the log analysis. Anyone know what is a log? Anyone heard of log? Yeah. You can answer. Anyone know what is log? Why log is used?
It is used to monitor the things which done between the source and destination.
It is not used to monitor. I am asking about what is log. Why? What is log? Basically.
It is a collection of information between two nodes, the things connected.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Vibhusu. Yeah, yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the log means, for example, now I have opened, yes, now I will open my this PC. I will go to D drive. I will go to one folder. So this will be captured. Why it is captured? Because something happened. For example, in the next day, someone get inside my laptop and he has done some activity. So these are all will be recorded. For example, which folder, which path he has gone, at what time he has gone, what is the source, what is the destination, everything will be mapped. So by using that, I can do the forensic investigation. This is what the log plays very much important in the DFIR, that is digital forensic and incident response, and in the forensic investigation. Without log, we can't do anything. Yes. Next, file integrity monitoring. For example, uh, as you know, as a faculty, if you give any exercise to the student, what he will one of the clever student will do the activity, then he will share the file to everyone, and everyone will upload the same. See, so how to check the file integrity? Who has created it? Who has modified it? Who has deleted this? These are all thing will be. I'm just giving an example in the larger picture. In the for example, in the company like Infosys, there are the lakhs of or crores of files are there. If the important file is deleted, how to investigate it? Who has deleted this? These are all things will come under FIM, that is file integrity monitoring. This can be analyzed in the Wazuh or in the OSIC. Rootkit detection. Anyone know what is rootkit? Yeah, anyone know what is rootkit? Yeah, the rootkit basically is kind of malware. But here it will get the root access, the privilege access, and it will sit in your devices, and it will monitor, and it will edit, and it will expel the data from your system. That is rootkit, one kind of malware. This can be the analyzer. It can be detected in the Wazuh. Real-time alerts can be generated, and the compliance. Compliance means there are set of rules. For example, we have one compliance called GDPR, General Data the Protection Regulation of the European Union. For the health care industry, we have HIPAA, health insurance protection, this one. So the different compliance are there in Indian context. Recently the act is passed and we have the DPDP compliance. So these are the set of rules and regulations framed by the government, and all the entities which comes in that country, they have to be adhered by that rules. These compliance check can be done in the Wazuh. Yes. Now, how Wazuh is different. Although the Wazuh is derived from the OPSEC, what is the difference between the Wazuh and OSEC? So in the Wazuh, the developer has the security researcher as well as the developer came up with the new options called vulnerability detection. This was not earlier part of OSEC. Security configuration assessment, cloud security. Nowadays, all the data is now uploaded in the cloud. Yes, the cloud security plays very important role. Then the comprehensive dashboard. So Wazuh has a very good dashboard. We will show in the end of the session. And the different integration. For example, we have the EDR. which means endpoint detection and response. We have CDR, cloud detection and response. We have source, SIM. Anything can be integrated with the Wazuh. And the better community support. For example, so you may be using different tools from the GitHub, but the only problem is that if the community is not good, which means which the community the developer is, yeah, hello, hello, any question? Yeah, we'll move ahead. So better community support means the tool should come up with the new updates. Tool should be coming up with the new features. This is what the better support we will get in the Wazuh. Yes. So moving next. So before now we are coming to the Wazuh installation. So please note, I will share the PPT with you all, but installation will be in the official website. We will go through it. So how it works and how installation can be done. So there are multiple ways of Wazuh installation. Yes. So Wazuh can be downloaded as say OVA files. Yeah, yeah. I think from the last 5 days we were talking about Kali Linux, Linux-based operating system, everything we will be discussing about. So as you know, Kali can be downloaded and it can be installed in the virtual machine. So similarly, we can install Wazuh in the virtual machine, as well as we can install in the cloud based, that is Amazon machine image. We can AMI, so we can install it in the Amazon. We can deploy in the Docker. We can deploy it in the Kubernetes. Then we can download the Wazuh inside the Kali, also inside the Linux. Yeah, but it is not possible to install in base machine as a Windows. In Windows we can't install it. So for the Wazuh, the proper the Linux based or the cloud based application is very importantly needed. So how we can install? For example, today I will explain about the virtual machine based and the Docker based the Wazuh installation. So Wazuh provides a pre-built virtual machine image, that is open virtual application. For example, I will show that file. This is the file. This is the virtual based OVA, open virtual format archive. This is the file OVA. Yes, you can download. This is around, I think, 4 GB. You have to install it. So you have to download it first. Then go to the virtual machine. This is the virtual machine. So once it is downloaded, double click on the Wazuh, the OVA file. It will automatically come here. Then how to open it? So yes, start it. It will start now. We'll wait for a few seconds. Yeah, it is powering up. So this is very important. Before downloading OVA and installing it in the virtual box for the Wazuh, the CPU should be CPU core should be 4. The minimum capacity of your laptop should be 8 GB and the minimum storage should be 50 GB. Without that, don't try to install the Wazuh because it may cause the crash in your Windows or in the Linux system or in any kind of your operating system. This is the prerequisite before you installing the Wazuh. How to check the prerequisite? One, go to the virtual machine, go to the setting in the system. Yes, the memory will come. Please set it around 8 GB. Yes, go to the processor. Here set it to the, don't set it to the one CPU, set it to the 4 CPU because in my system, as per my configuration, we have 20 CPU core. This one numbers of CPU I have. So set it to the 4, minimum 4, then run it. Once you run it, yes, go to the setting, these are things. So login credentials are here. The default login credential is user Wazuh user and the Wazuh. We will log in Wazuh, login. The password is Wazuh only. Just a second. Yes, your machine is ready. You should get this window. So you will get user. So you should need a admin access. For that, as you know, sudo -i. Yes, now I am as a user. So so this is just the server I am setting up. So using this server, I need to, yes, access it in the access the Wazuh dashboard in the web browser. So how to access it? First, need to check the IP address. Common command IP config. Yes, so the my IP address is 10.250.142.181. So go to the HTTP. Yes, HTTP. Yes, 10.250 dot the same 142.181. Yes, don't copy paste this IP address. You need to in the go to the system IP config and you will get your system's IP address. Then copy paste it. This is the command that is HTTP. Yeah, HTTP. Yes, and you will get, yeah. So the Wazuh will load. The the dashboard will come. Yes. Yes. Now, what is the default password? That is admin because here I have logged in as a root. Access the same admin admin login. The installation process is very it is very user friendly. You can do it. Yes. This is how the Wazuh. This is how the Wazuh dashboard will look. Here the home is there. Just go for the overview. You have the agent summary, the severity of the in 24 hours. I can set it to any time zone. So the critical severity, high severity, medium severity, and low severity. Here the endpoint security is there. Threat intel is there. Yes, security operations is there. Cloud security is there, as we mentioned earlier. So here the endpoint means the endpoint security. We usually call it as EDR, endpoint detection and the response. The endpoint security here, my endpoint is this laptop. I will be the different options is there for the endpoint security, that is configuration assessment, malware detection, and file integrity monitoring. That is FIM. In the threat intel, we have the threat hunting, vulnerability detection, and the mid-try attack framework. I think I hope the resource persons have covered this mid-try attack. Yes. Then in the security operations, that is SOC. Anyone heard about the SOC? Anyone know what is SOC? Security Operations Center, or the SIM, Security Incident and Event Management. Before covering it, yeah, anyone know? Anyone know what is SOC? What is SIM?
Yeah, many of us are not exposed to that.
Yeah. So this is what the gap between academics and industry. So now the industry is very ahead. So we are using multiple new technologies. We are using very distinctive kind of technologies which are ahead of the future. So now the mine HIDS, but the next version of HIDS is SOC. So I will tell what is the difference. Yes, in HIDS it runs on the individual host systems, but in the SOC there will be centralized. For example, the HIDS will be installed in it will be deployed in every individual host, but in the SOC, the HID, all the host will be connected to a central dashboard that is called security operations. Here, what happens? Same detection, investigation, response happens for the incidents, but it covers all the systems. It is a kind of team process and technology. It is the covers entire organization. It handles alerts, response, and recovery. In the HIDS, we generate only the alerts, but here the mitigation also happens in the SOC. I will cover the SOC. I will cover that. Yeah, I will cover the SOC in detail after this. Yes, we
Ashik, are you speaking? You are not audible.
Yeah. Anyone know what is an agent? How agent works? If you are familiar with the cloud, you may be knowing what is an agent. So here in the Wazuh, we actually divide the things into three components. One is endpoint security agent and the central components. In the endpoint security agent, we have agent modules and agent daemons. And in the centralized components, we have the Wazuh server. So here in the agent module, we have active response, command execution, configuration assessment, container security, cloud security, FIM, log collector, malware detection, and system inventory. In the agent daemon, data encryption, modules management, remote configuration, and server authentication will be happen. And both the agent modules and the agent daemon will be configured into data flow control. How data should be controlled while it coming from the when it going through the process. The third one is the centralized component. We have the Wazuh server. Here the different things are happening. The it also have the three parts. One is the Wazuh dashboard, Wazuh indexer, and the entire analysis engine, which I showed what are the components which has. Then moving to the Wazuh architecture, we have Wazuh manager, Wazuh agent, Wazuh indexer, and Wazuh bash. Yes, so we'll see what is an yeah. We'll see. Yeah, just a second. Yes. So in the Wazuh, we have the central components. It can be deployed in the three different ways. One is all-in-one deployment, where all the Wazuh components like server, indexer, agent, dashboard are installed in a single server, which means we will maintain only one server. In that server, we will install everything. The server means this one here in this Wazuh server. Yes. But if you deploy all the Wazuh components in the single server, it will be very difficult. For that reason, we can move it for the single node deployment, where the Wazuh server, indexer, and dashboard will be deployed in a separate server. What is the advantage? If any server goes down, the for example, in the all-in-one deployment, if the single it is deployed in the single server, if server goes down, then entire things goes down. But here, the we have we don't have the server dependency. The third one is the multi-node deployment. Typically, one instance of Wazuh dashboard and multiple instances of Wazuh server and the indexer are deployed in individual servers. There is a difference between single node and the multi-node. Here, I can install multiple Wazuh instances. Here I can install only single instance. Yes, how it works, how we can see. This is the architecture. We have the endpoint. Yes, we have the server, desktop, laptop, cloud instance, and virtual machines. Different kind. Yes, it will be directly connected to the Wazuh cluster. There will be master node, work node. Different work nodes will be there. That means individual hostess will be there. In the master node will be connected to the single dashboard, and the single dashboard will be connected to the indexer. So here the individual work node till 1 to n number of work node will be directly connected to the single dashboard. This is how the architecture looks like. Yes. Yeah. In the deployment methods, I already told what are the deployments. We can set it in the distributed server. We can install it in the virtual box. We can install it in the Amazon, or we can install it in the Docker. Now, what is the features? Intrusion detection, log data analysis, file integrity monitoring, vulnerability detection, configuration assessment. So here we have CIS, that is the centralized dashboard which is created, that is called benchmark. Can note this. The Center for Internet Society came up with the CIS benchmark. Benchmark means, for example, I have my laptop. What are the security implementation or the security features I have to implement in my laptop? That benchmark, it is there. So if you go, you have all the benchmarks for cloud, desktop software, DevOps tools, mobile device, network device, operating system, server software, everything. The benchmark is defined by the CSS. So in the industry, we use this CS benchmark because it is very comprehensive. As moving to the same concept, we have the incident response, regulatory compliance, cloud security, and the container security we have. Yes. installation demo I have shown it. So integration, how we can do. So this is my machine. So what I will do, I will create one my own uh, yeah, I will create my own dashboard now. Yes, I will create my dashboard. How I need a visualization. For example, I will create. Yes, this is how the alert will be set. Then I can create the goal data table. I can create it as a area, controls, coordinate map, data table, Gantt chart, gauge, goal, heat map, the horizontal bar. What kind of visualization I need, I can set it as. For example, for the Wazuh monitoring, this will be the visualization. Yes, this is regarding the dashboard. How I can do it. Just a second. Yes. So we will do one practical how the agent can be added to the system so that I can go through the system and how we can do it. Yes. So here, so in the home, in the endpoint security, I'm going to the endpoint security because I'm using my laptop. I will set my Wazuh to my the host or to my endpoint. Here I will go to the file integration monitoring. Here I can add a agent. Yes. Here I already added my Windows agent. So I will add a new one. Yes. Yes. This is my Windows. Yeah. You can see here. So this is called log. So for example, whatever I have used, it is registered here. Windows registry is registered. What are all the policy I have set? What are all the things I have added? I can do it in 100 rows. For example, on January 10th, I have gone through the yeah. I have gone through the local machine. This is a H key, that is local machine security key, which is very important. So I have gone through it. I have uh, done some certain task on it. So this is visible here. So for example, this is what I got the alert as. So I have used it. If it is genuine used by me, then it may be the false positive. Yeah, but if someone forcefully unauthorized use it, then it will be generating a alert. This is how the thing work. Yeah. Here the endpoint is added. For example, what is the status active? What is the IP address? What is the Wazuh version I am using? So what kind of operating system I have added it? Then when I have added it? Yes, today I have added it, and till last alive. So this is the time, but my system time is very changed. So that's why it is showing 9:30. Yes. So it shows how many system I am using, what is the memory used, what is the CPU version, what is the host name, what is the serial number. So I have different compliance it is there. So for example, in the GDPR, so why it is showing the GDPR? So because one of the application which I am using, which is European Union generated. For that reason, it is showing that alert. It is showing it. Yes. Then Mitra attack is there. So one top statistics is there, which means the defense evasion which is happened. So you can see what kind of thing happened. It gives the description. For example, .NET Runtime CLR 2.0 does not support um profilers written by CLR, because I have run some .NET code. So in the Windows PowerShell, because of that, it has given it is showing the alert. Yes, here as per the statistics, there is no any type of vulnerability which is found in my system, because my system is up to date and I have installed the malware detection system. I have in the setting I have on the perimeter by firewall. Everything is on, and because of that. There is no vulnerability in the system. It is showing, and I am my laptop is as per the CSI Windows 11 Enterprise benchmark. It is shown. This is how I can add a agent. So agenting means, so yes, the agenting means I am adding my proper the host. So the agent will be added to the system, and the agent will be run in the dashboard, so that I can see what kind of rules, what kind of compliance, or what kind of vulnerability is happening. This is how the Wazuh works. So hope you enjoyed this Wazuh session. From the Wazuh, we are moving to the Splunk. As per the schedule, we have this Splunk system. So similar to Wazuh, as you know, we are using Wazuh as an open source. Similarly, in the industry, we use n number of paid. We are using the paid versions of this HIDS and SOC product, because we can't rely upon the open source. Because of that, yes, these are the different SIM tools. Rather than Wazuh, we have ArcSight, we have the IBM QRadar, we have Splunk Enterprise, we have Alien Vault, we have SolarWinds, we have Logarithm, we have the Gartnet based SIM solutions. Because before going to that, we know what is HIDS now. Yes, along with the HIDS, we know what is the difference between SOC and HIDS. Now we go in depth on what is Security Operations Center. This is sometimes called as Information Security Center, or ISOC, or the SOC. You can call it anything. It has an in-house or outsourced team for IT security professionals that monitor an organization entire IT infrastructure, that is 24 into by 7, to detect cybersecurity events in real time and address them as quick as possible, as well as effectively possible. Yes, and SOC also selects, operates, and maintains organization security technologies, continually analyze the threat data to find ways to improve the organization's security posture. So, as doctor says, our backbone posture should be straight. Similarly, as per the cyber security standards, our organization security posture will should be straight, because if the posture is not correct, there is a chance of cyber attack on our organization. So for that reason, we use a centralized dashboard. It is called SOC. How we can build a SOC? There is a three important things to build a security operations center. First one is the process. Second one is the people. Third one is the technology. PPT we usually call it as. First thing is the process. Why the process is need to be established? For example, if you want to if you want to deploy or install anything, the process should be formulated. So here a building SOC starts with the threat modeling. Threat modeling means, if, for example, in day-to-day life, we will heard that there is a bomb threat to the railway station. There is a bomb threat to the airport. So it may be true or it may be false positive. Similarly, for that reason, we need to have a proper threat modeling team. In the cybersecurity also, there are multiple threats which are coming up. But if you entertain all the threats, then entire your zindagi, you need to see the threat only. Because of that, we have three fields. One is threat intelligence, threat modeling, and for third one is a threat hunting. Here, the threat modeling is very important to any institution. This is the process where IT security and business people gather to determine key cyber threats, prioritize them, model out what they would like look like in a machine data, and then determine how to detect and remediate them. So here the threat modeling will be implemented. How it will be implemented? We will getting multiple threat feeds from the multiple sources. So if it is false possible, then we will neglect it. But if some threats are very genuine, then we will prioritize it and we will escalate to the higher authority, and we will try to model it. How we can set our security posture very clear, so that the threat affect our uh, should not affect our entity or the organization. Second one is the people. It is very important. One is implementing of a process, so that the future attack should not be neglected. Second thing is the people. While hiring, we need to be hire a correct individual for the SOC team. A diverse set of personnel is required, each with a different skill, qualification, personality, and pay grades. It also important to make sure on the job and ongoing training occurs, and to also establish clear promotion paths so analysts can advance so the tires in the SOC. We will cover what are all the roles and tracks in the SOC. Here, the hiring a correct individual is very important. For example, you can't hire a physics person for the chemistry track. Similarly, here in the cybersecurity, especially for the SOC team, you need a very good person whose fundamental is very strong in the incident response. The third one is the technology. What kind of technology we are using? Critical piece of technology SOC is a security intelligence platform. This platform must be able to index all the relevant machine data and log files from security and non-security sources in real time. This is what the PPT model, the process, people, and the technology model. Any question till now? Yeah, I think I can continue. This is the multiple the roles in SOC. First tier is the alert analyst. So now we see how in Wazuh the alert is generated, how we can see the logs and everything. Here the first there are three tiers of persons, and the final the SOC manager will be there. First tier is the alert analyst who will generate only the alerts. Second is the incident responder or the threat hunter. Here he will see the alert, then he will prioritize the alert, and if the false positive is there, he will neglect it, and he will prioritize the genuine alerts. The third one is a subject matter expert or the hunters. The fourth tier is the SOC manager. In the alert analyst, continuous monitoring the alert queue, triage security alerts, monitors health of a security sensors and endpoints. That is what we done in the Wazuh now. The collects data and context necessary to initiative try to work. What tier 2 incident responder will do? He will do the in-depth dive into the incidents, and he will do the analysis of it. What tier 3 person will do? He will be having subject matter expert. For example, there is a malware detector. So we need a analyzer to analyze the what kind of behavior of the malware. Similarly, if you get one a threat, it will be generated alert. It will goes to the tier 2. He will do the in-depth analysis, and he will forward to the tier 3. In tier 3, the subject matter expert of threat intel, he will hunt that threat and he will mitigate it. The finally the manager who looks he will takes care all the tracks. So tools and technology, we have multiple technology. We have log collection and management tools. We have, as I mentioned, we have SIEM. security information and event management. Then we have vulnerability management. Then we have endpoint detection and response team. Then we have user and entity behavior analytics. We have threat intel hunter, cyber threat hunting and threat intel. Yes. So yes, what is SIM? Because we covered Wazuh and we are going to cover Splunk. This is the SIM tool. Yes, what is a SIM? It's a software solution. The abbreviation is Security Information and Event Management or Security Incident and Event Management. Is a software solution that aggregates and analyzes activity from many different resources across your entire IT infrastructure. What SIM works? How it works? It collects security data from network device, servers, domain controllers, and more. In Wazuh, we have the practical we have done. We have collected data from the our system, from my post, like a IDS system, HIDS system. But in the SIM, it will covers collects all the security information or the data from network device, server, domain controllers, everything. So here again, in SIM there is a categorization. As you know, we have two categorization. One is IT, second is OT, information technology and operation technology. In IT, all these softwares, computers, everything comes. In the OT, these legacy systems come. For example, we have 16 critical infrastructures. One is for example, the power grid, chemical industry, aviation industry. We have 16 critical infrastructures. In the critical infrastructure, we usually call it as a legacy systems because it was built around 50 years back. But immediately we can't change the systems. In the power grid, we are using the controllers, we are using the generators, everything we are using. But we can't change. Because of that, we call it as a legacy system. And for the legacy system, we call it as a OT. We have the track called OT security, Operation Technology Security, so that it will be categorized separately from the IT and it will be monitored separately. In the same, it stores, normalize, aggregates, and applies analytics to that data to discover trends, detect threats, and enable organization to investigate any alerts, any kind of alerts. So in the SIM, we have two categorization, SIM and SIM. One is security information management, second is the security event management. What information management will do? It refers to the collection of log files and storage in a centralized repository for later analysis. What SEM do? It is refers to real-time monitoring, correlation of the events, notification, console view. Yes. Now, how SIM works? Log collection, user activity monitoring, real-time event correlations, log retention, IT compliance reports, file integrity monitoring, log forensics, and the dashboard. This are all the thing in the. If you see here, this is the SIM product. It will to SIM the server, firewall, IPS, the router, switches, workstation. All things will be connected. Then it will get all the logs from these all devices. Then it will analyze and the alert will be generated. These are the different tools as I mentioned. Yes. Now we are moving to the specific tool that is called Splunk. Splunk is very famous because it uses very unique kind of features. For that reason, it is uh, yeah, it is very much useful. If you see here, Splunk download, you can go here to the website Splunk download. But the only thing is that Splunk is only free for 48 hours. And once you get the free version, for a specific email ID, it can be used once only. So if you want to practice, you have to multiple times you have to give the multiple email IDs. Or if you are rich, you can buy the enterprise version, but it's very costly. Same thing, you enter a business ID, password, and it is very important. You have to remember the password, otherwise the console won't work, and you can download it. You can create an account and you can you can download the same. I'm not going to download here because of the time constraint. Yes, we'll explain how the Splunk works. It is the Splunk Enterprise is the software product that enables you to search, analyze, and visualize the data gathered from the component of your IT infrastructure or the business. Splunk Enterprise takes in data from website, applications, sensor, devices, and so on. After you define the data source, Splunk Enterprise indexes the data stream and passes it into a series of individual events that you can weave and search. Is the phase one. In the phase one, the data will be gathered from multiple the sources, as I mentioned, website, applications, sensor, device, everything. In the phase two, transfer the data into answers. You will get the logs. You will get the data in the form of log. You will be converting that data into a useful set of information so that I can use it. Then in the third phase, I will visualize the data. This is how it looks like. Once you download, then automatically it will be installed. It will be run in the website only. It don't uses any virtual machine and anything. It will be directly installed in the website, in the website, web browser, any browser. Better to use the Google one. This is how it looks. This is the dashboard. How you can search, how you can report. This is the Splunk console, how it looks. The monitoring console in the Splunk tool, it lets you view detailed topology and performance information about your Splunk enterprise deployment. Before Splunk version, the monitoring console was called as distributed management console. Earlier in the old version, it was called as distributed management console. Now it is called as monitoring console. Yeah. Here also, similar to the Wazuh, you can create an alert. Yes, you can create alert. How to create alert? Go to the alert, save alert. You can create alert for any log, and it will be triggered in the dashboard. Once the alert is triggered in the dashboard, as I explained earlier, the tier one, the analyst will trigger the alert and it will go to the tier two. Here we can see the alert like this. If you see in the bottom line, there are two alerts which we have created. It will be created. Then we can, if you click to the individual alert, you can see the detailed what kind of alert it is. This is how the Splunk works. I think this will be without seeing the application, it will be very difficult to understand this. Yes. So I have one documentation how the Splunk works. Everything is there. I can share it after this session. So this is about the Splunk, how it works and other thing. And I think for this session I have 10 minutes more. I will open the forum for the questions. You can ask any questions, and I will take 5 minutes break after this session, and we can move for the live capture and analysis lab using the FTK image and the Wireshark. We will try the live capture of the CPU. We will see how the memory will be captured, how imaging can be done. These things will be covered. Yes. Any question you can ask now. Is it okay, right, Manjuna sir?
Yeah, it's fine, fine. Going good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Participants, if you have any questions, please raise.
Sir, for teaching to the students to understand the simple concepts like threats, vulnerabilities, and how to identify this, is there any simple tool that we can be used for teaching students, sir? These tools, whatever you are telling, it all are complicated one. Is there any free, easy
Yes.
tool
Yes.
which may be
Yes.
used by teachers to teach the students, sir?
Yes, madam. I got your point because I was also part of academics last year. Now I moved to the IT again. So, because I mentioned in the earlier when I start the session, SOC is very complicated. The Security Operations Center. So we don't have any simple tool. Only simple tool which we have, that is Wazuh. You have to install it. You have to learn it, madam. I will give all the documentation. Before going to that, you need to have the proper as we are doing this FDP to give some insights on the topics. You go in depth on the cybersecurity topics like incident response, digital forensics, and red teaming, blue teaming. You learn all these things and you can move to it. And I can give one two websites. One is Try Hack Me. Second one is the Hack the Box. These are the two websites where you can log in and you will get different rooms to. They will they will explain all the cybersecurity the topics in very layman's word, as well as they have this virtual lab. You can practice there. So these websites you can go, madam. Try Hack Me and the Hack the Box.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, any other questions?
No questions. I think you can take some break, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I will take break for 10 minutes and we can start the live capture, this one, live capture and analysis session. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Shall we start?
Yeah, you can start, sir. Yeah.
Yes. Just a second. Yes. Uh, I think my screen is visible, right? Yes. So this session will be completely different from the previous session. In the previous session, we talked about the Wazuh tool and the Splunk tool, which is mainly used for the security operations center. And in the security operations center, we mainly use it as a SIEM tool, security incident and event management. But here, we are slightly moving towards the digital forensics. Anyone can answer what is digital forensic? I think yesterday I saw the FDP this one. There was a session on digital forensic yesterday. I hope so. Yeah. Anyone know what? Anyone can? Yeah. What is digital forensics? Yeah. Anyone can answer. What is digital forensics? Hello.
Analyzing data for cyber crimes.
No. Analyzing data for cybercrime means what, madam? Can you
Suppose any
elaborate?
crime has happened
Yes.
and we are actually checking how it has happened.
Correct, correct. Thank you. Thank you for the answer. Yeah, so here in the previous session, we talked about how we can detect and how we can mitigate the threat or the vulnerability. But here, in the live capture and analysis, we are doing this post-mortem work. The forensics means what? So when some crime happened, so we are investigating it. Similarly, in the forensics, we have the different fields. You may be heard of DNA forensics and everything. When the digital evaluation happened, evolution happened in our world and especially in India, so we moved towards nowadays all the crimes are linked with the digital criminals. For example, the mobile phones, laptop and everything. So for that reason, we have this field called digital forensics, where we do the forensic investigation of the digital devices like mobile phone, laptop, computer, or the smartwatches, drone and everything. So here in the digital forensics, the live capture and analysis plays very important role. Today, the live capturing lab will do the practical lab using the two tools called Wireshark and FTK. Wireshark and FTK Major. So session objective will be very clear. One is understanding how the live network traffic capture will be done. Perform packet analysis using Wireshark, capture volatile data using FTK Major, and correlate the network activity with the forensic artifacts. Yes. And the lab environment, either you can use the Windows or Linux. Tools required is Wireshark and FTK Major. So you need a adequate network connection for this lab environment, and user privilege should be it should be the admin access. So what is live capture? Basically, I am capturing the data while system is running. The system means the laptop, computer, anything. Now, so yeah, it includes two types. One is network traffic. The second one is the RAM and volatile artifacts. Anyone know what is volatile memory? Which one we call it as a volatile memory?
Volatile memory means when the power goes off, the content will be erased.
Yeah, why? Yeah, why it plays very important role in the investigation? Anyone can answer. Basically, we have two types of memories, like volatile and non-volatile. In volatile means, so whenever the power goes off, power goes off. means it may be the electric connection to the desktop computer or the my battery backup of my laptop. It goes down, then the entire information will be, yes, the mainly if you power up the computer, the memory will be wiped out. That is called volatile memory, which is very plays very important role. Why? Because when something happened, you got a laptop, it is in the on condition, immediately you should do the live capture. If you are not doing the live capture, then you in the future, if you power up the computer or the laptop or the any device, you won't retrieve the data while the computer was power on. The volatile memory plays very important role. So it may give information of what are the files you have opened, what are the folders you have opened, what kind of data you typed in, and everything will be taken out. This is for that reason we need to capture the memory RAM as well as the volatile artifacts. We call it as the artifacts or the information. Yes. Just a second. First, in this practical lab like session, we will install the Wireshark. To install the Wireshark, just go to the official website. So Wireshark is a tool which is used for the live the network analysis, capture and analysis. Go to the Wireshark. Go to the download. Here, different kind of the installation is there. One is Windows installation. Just a second. You have the Windows installation, you have the Windows different kind of installation is there, you have the Mac installation, Ubuntu, and everything is there. I will go with the Windows installer. It will be downloaded. We'll go here. I will double click on it. Yes, I have to click yes. Yes, this will be the dashboard. Yeah, you have to click next. Yes, next, next, next. So it will ask for the destination folder. Yes. Next, install. We'll go for the installation. Usually, the network, those who are in the network field may be aware of this Wireshark tool. So, because it is very good tool to analyze any activity in the network. Yes, it will take time for the installation. Next, and finish. Yes, yes, finish. Now you may be seeing this Wireshark shark-like icon. We'll double click on it. The tool will open. So if you see here, there are multiple options. But if you are connected to the Wi-Fi, then the spike will come here. So if you are connected to the LAN, the spike will come here. Now currently I am connected to the Wi-Fi here. Yes. So I will click Wi-Fi. This is normal options. You can go through it. Nothing special in it. So here I will click to the Wi-Fi, and in the left corner I have the shark icon. I will select this one. We'll keep it for 1 minute. So in the left corner we have the red icon. When you click it, the capturing will stop. Before going to it, so what is a data packet? In which layer in the OSI, which layer we are using this packet? Anyone can answer? What is a packet, and in which layer of OSI architecture we are using this packet?
Network.
Yes. Yeah. So we have the 7-layer architecture starting from the data link. So from zeros and one, it will be converted into the data frames, then it will be converted to the packets, and this goes up in the direction. So in the packets we usually use in the network. So now I am connected to the network. Yes, for that reason, the packet will be visible. So this is the tool which will live capture the packets. For example, I will select one packet. It will give all the information regarding the packet. We'll do one practical. So we'll go to one HTTP website. Yes, Ultra Mutual is one of the website which is used for normal practice, actually, to do the hacking practice. Yes, it is showing not secure because it is HTTP. Anyone know difference between HTTP and HTTPS? Why when I opened HTTP it is showing not secure? Any reason? I need the specific answer. Anyone can answer. What is the difference between HTTP and HTTP and HTTPS? Why when I open the HTTP it is showing not secure? What is the reason? Yes, I will continue.
HTTPS is secured protocol, sir.
Yes, we are using protocol, that is correct. How it is useful? Yes, I will demo first, then you can answer. So again, I will go here. I will close this. I will recapture the packets. Yes, continue without saving. Now I will load this again, the HTTP website. So I will give admin login. So I have done the login in a HTTP website, correct? Yes. Now the enough packet is captured here. I will stop. Okay. Now I will in here below the capture the icon we have this filter. Okay. What I will tell only HTTP. So here you may be seeing multiple HTTP packet have been captured. So here one is very important, that is login information packet is captured. I will double click on it. Why it is important I will tell. Yes, interface here, frame is here. Yes, HTTP protocol, everything is here. So yes, it is showing the protocol version 4. Now if I go down, yes, if I go down, if you see here in the bottom, it is showing UID as admin, password as admin. If you see here, the item username is admin and the password is admin. Now, anyone can answer why the HTTP is showing it is not secure?
Data is not encrypted.
Yes, correct. So I think everyone will be will be teaching this cryptography, correct? What is cryptography? In cryptography, we use the terminology called encryption. Why encryption is very important? Yes.
Securing
So
our data while traveling through the
correct.
network.
Because of yes, madam. Thank you. Because of that, I have shown this example. When the internet came into picture, when WW World Wide Web came into picture, it was only HTTP only. because that day they thought like no one will find this vulnerability. So in the time being, the security researchers started like they started they done some tools like Wireshark, and they started to capture the packets. While you capture the packets, so in HTTP it will be sent as a plain text. So as you see, I entered admin, it is captured as a plain text. Because of this, lot of people were able to get the login information, and they are doing this unauthorized access. So because of this, the HTTPS is not a new version. Only one thing is you are adding the SSL certification here. For example, you can see here. If you see here, this is connection is secure. The connection is secure. Certificate is valid. You may be heard of this SSL certificates and DSL certifications. So here the certification will be added. So here you will get all the details of it. This this certification is done using the encryption technology. Because of that, the the username and password or any kind of information won't be traveling in the form of the plain text. This is how you will capture the data, and you will analyze the data using the Wireshark tool. Any doubt? Any doubt in Wireshark? Any doubt in the Wireshark? You can ask. Then we will move to FTK major.
Sir,
Any
whether
doubt
we'll
till now?
come, sir, whether we'll come to know any type of attack in this pattern?
No, that is what I am telling. Na? This is used for the digital forensic, postmortem thing.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it will capture the network traffic and these things. As you mentioned, the whether we got to know about the we will get to know about the incident or these things. It will be monitored by the SOC roles in the SOC tools. Here, I will just capture the packet. For example, I will clear this packet. So if I go here, this is not the HTTP, it is HTTPS. You will got to know what kind you want. These things will be encrypted. If you see, you can't understand anything here. It is encrypted. Yeah. So I think this is about the live capture, how you capture any packet and how you can analyze the packet. Specific packet, specific to the protocol. Yes, moving forward. Now we are going to the FTK major. This is used for the RAM analysis and the creating the image. Anyone can you explain about difference between copying and imaging? I think this is covered yesterday. The difference between copying and imaging.
Imagine nothing but cloning, like exactly uh, entire hard disk will be
Sorry,
copied to
imaging
the.
and cloning. Imaging and cloning is different. There's a slightly difference. Yes, continue. Yeah. So copying means, for example, it will only copy the content. For example, I will go to my drive. I will copy this. I am copying only the folder. For example, if I do the copying of this drive, E drive, then it will copy only the folders, files, and everything. That's it. But in the imaging, what happens? Bit by bit, copying will be done. For example, here, which means in the disk level, the copying will be done. Okay. In the difference between the imaging and cloning are it is comparatively same, but in the imaging, the compressed file will be imaged, but in the cloning, it is uncompressed. That is the difference. Okay. So in the copying, we are just copying the content, but in the cloning or in the imaging, I am creating exactly same drive. For example, I have one pen drive. If you are copying the content of the pen drive means what all the files and folders are existing in the pen drive, you will copy. But imaging means or the cloning means you will exactly create the same pen drive. That is the difference. Yes. Now uh, we will move to the RAM copying and imaging part. That is the live capturing of the RAM and volatile memory using the FTK measure. To download the FTK measure, please go to the website FTK measure. Xtero website will come. Go to the download. The page will come. Yes, this page will display. Just a second. Yeah, here, so it is free download, but you have to enter your name, last name, business email ID. So don't give your personal email ID. If you give also, it won't take it. So give the organization email ID, then submit. Once you submit, you will receive an email from the FTK Exterior to download. It will give the download link. Once you get it, you will get one this one the zip file. Go to the zip file. The installer is there. Double click on the installer. Yes, US. Yes, installation will start. Yes, give next. Accept the license terms and condition. Yes, install. Yes, installation is happening. Yeah. Yes. Meanwhile, can anyone tell what kind of data we can take it out from the RAM? What kind of? I will repeat the question. What kind of data I can take it out from the RAM?
Data about a current running application in the RAM.
Correct. Correct. Yes. Other than that,
About the operating system.
correct. Details about the operating system. Yes. Details about the operation system you will get in the RAM. Yeah, this
Yes,
is how the
yes.
interface looks. Yeah, this just second. This is how the interface look like. Now I need to capture the RAM, correct memory. So there is in the left corner you have the file, you have the capture option. Click on the capture memory. So you first you have to uh, give the destination path. Before that, I will create one destination path here. I will create one file. Yes, RAM capture. Yes. Then I will go here again. I will go for the RAM capture. I will browse the location. Yes, I will create this folder. So it will be in the form of doc mem, that is memory. Okay. So there is 19 GB of data currently running in the RAM. So this dump will be captured. This is a live analysis. Live capturing is happening. Yes, the capture is done. 100% is done. So here you will find the the file. The size is 17 GB. It is showing, yes, the disk space of the memory. It is captured. Now the live capture is done. It is taking time. Oh, I have also given .ad1 file. Anyone know what is .ad1 file? Is the image format. That's it. Nothing specific about it. Yeah, it is creating. Meanwhile, we go to the application. So now I can so the image is created. The memory image is created. I can take it out. Just a second. So RAM memory is captured. Just a moment. Yeah. So the RAM is captured. So I will go to the file, uh, add evidence. So this is an image file. Browse the image file. So this is the image file which I have captured. Yeah. You can able to see this. So as I told, it is the bit by bit copy. Correct. So the encryption is encrypted file is here. This all the bit by it is in the hexadecimal format. So bit by bit data is captured. So how to analyze it? Analyze it. So for that you need to be very expert. So this is how the capturing is done for the especially for the RAM and how to analyze it. Now moving forward in the session, it's about how to install it. Yes. Now, especially after the RAM capture, we have different kinds of the imaging techniques. So there is for five category: the physical imaging, logical imaging, folder content imaging, live RAM acquisition, which we have done now. The fourth one is the CD or DVD or pen drive imaging. Here there is a difference. There are two types of drive imaging. Okay, so we have the physical drives or the logical drives. We have two types. One is physical drive imaging and the logical file imaging. What do you mean by physical drive? In the logical drive, in the physical drive, this creates a bit for bit copy of entire storage device, including all partition, unallocated space, and deleted data fragment. This is very important. If you do the logical drive imaging, you won't get the deleted files. So for that reason, you have to go for the physical imaging. We'll see how physical imaging will be done. Go here. So I will remove this live capture. Go to the file, create a disk image. So here you will get physical drive, logical drive, image file, content of the folder or the device. Okay, I will go for the physical drive here. Go next. It will it will give the option. So finish. Now, yes, I will select the raw image in the DD format. So now I have to give a case number. For example, 1001 I will give. case number, evidence number 111. This is especially for the police personals who investigate the process. Unique description, this is Drive E, examiner, my name. Yes, I can go next. So I will image destination folder. Go here. I will select the
Sir,
D.
screen is not visible, sir.
Oh, just a second. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I will go again. Sorry. So once the capture memory is done, I will go for the create disk image, physical drive as I told. So finish here. Yeah, the I will add raw file. I will give the case number, evidence number, unique description. This is folder D, the drive D, examiner. I will give my name. Okay. Go next. I will select the path D, image name FDP. I will give like this. Finish. Okay. Yes. So take E, D. Yeah. So why this error is coming? Because so what I am basically doing, so yeah, I am creating a image mounting. So while going for the image mounting, create a disk image, I have selected here the same drive. This won't be happen here because I have selected entire uh, this system drives I have taken. Because of that, if I finish also, if I select the location, it won't come. Because for this reason, I have to use my pen drive. For example, I will use my pen drive. If I use my pen drive, I can select the destination as the pen drive. So everything will be copied into the pen drive. So for the physical imaging, you can't use it. You can't create in your own device. For that reason, you have to externally plug in the hard drive or the physical imaging. Okay. Yeah. Uh, yes. So I will select one folder only now. Yes, I will select a source. So the source will be it in the CH. Yes, I will select yes, finish. So folder is this. Add. I will add one. Now I'm just documenting the. Uh, so I will to here only. Yes, I will give FDP. Yes. Now I will start the capturing. So the capturing is done. So what I have done here, the image is created. What I have done, so here this folder ch is there. Okay, I have made image of it and I have captured it here. So here in the name of FDP, the image is created. AD1, the image is created. How to analyze it? This is the capturing is done for the single folder. So I can't do it for the drive. I can't do the imaging of the drive in the same system. For that, I have to physically physically insert the hard drive or the pen drive. Yes, it is done. How to analyze it? Again, go here. Add image. Yes, content of the folder. Yes, add evidence item, that is the content of the folder. Yes, I will go here. I have copied it in the RAM. I will go here. Yes. Okay. Finish. Here, the data keep. So this is the data which I have captured now, FTP 81. That is the captured for the folder CH in the drive D. I have live captured it, and this is the hash value. Yes. This is how you will lively capture the RAM as well as the drive, and you will add the evidence here, and you can analyze it. So this I have done for the folder only. For the physical extraction and the logical extraction, you have to insert the physical pen drive or the hard disk, and then you can analyze it. And in the physical imaging, you can retrieve the deleted data also, not the data which is in the recycle bin. You can retrieve the data which are deleted from the recycle bin also. Permanently deleted, you can retrieve, because you can retrieve only one which you can't retrieve. It is the replaced file named data that you can't retrieve it. Yes. This is how the data will be captured. Yes, FTK, I have given this. This is the .mem file will be created with the hash value. The very important feature of this FTK measure is it will create the hash value. Anyone know what is hash value? Why it is very important? Anyone know what is hash value? Why it is very important? Why it plays very important role? When you are talking about the forensics, and it entirely depends on the evidence. So here, if anyone can create a file, right? Because of that, because of that, in the FTK measure, it has the inbuilt option of creation of the hash value. For example, I have created this. The hash value will be created for this image file. So in the hash value, the two things will happen. One, you can while in starting of the investigation and the end of the investigation, both the hash value will be matched, and it will be said that the hash value is correct, and it is captured during the investigation. And the evidence, after the evidence investigation analysis, both the hash value will be same. Then it means that the evidence is original, the evidence is not tampered. That is the integrity concept of cybersecurity. The file is original. This is what the basic feature of FTK measure. This is how you can capture the RAM. You can you can you can do the disk imaging of any folder. The different types like physical imaging you can do. You can do the logical imaging, and you can add evidence, and you can analyze the evidence. Okay, till now, any doubt? Any questions regarding the live capture and analysis? Any question? Any doubt? Any doubt in Wireshark, or any doubt in the FTK measure? Any doubt in live capturing or analysis? Is it clear how the live imaging is done?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, invest in the
Go ahead.
forensics in especially. Yeah. Yes, madam. Especially in the while the forensic investigation is happening and the digital forensic investigation happening, that integrity part plays very important role. Why? Because for example, in the law, in the court, the evidence should be admissible in the court. So for that reason, I think in the yesterday class we have gone through the 14 steps of investigation, how the evidence preservation is happening, how the hash value will be captured, how it will be analyzed, and finally how it will be presented in the courts. In the digital forensics, the mainly the capturing of the volatile memory as well as the non-volatile memory and preserving it, creating a hash value for it, and finally presenting to the law of the court. In the court, the judge is sitting and he doesn't know anything about the technology, but he will see whether the hash value is same or not. For that reason, in live capturing and in the disk imaging, we use this hashing feature to maintain the integrity of the evidence so that no one can tamper. If anyone try to tamper the evidence, then it will be given up. Yes. So, Manjuna sir, I think the practical is done now. Anyone can ask the doubts in both the sessions. Then we can wrap. I think. Hello, Manjuna sir.
Is that over?
Yes, sir. Yes. The
Okay.
live capturing and analysis is done, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Any questions from the participant side? Any doubts on any one of the sessions? If not, I think we can move forward. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Thank you very much, sir, for your
Thank you.
continuous 2.5 hour sessions. Almost you spend 2.5 hours on screen with the different hands-on experience to our faculty members. Thank you very much. On behalf of all of us, Institute of Engineering, I extend a heartfelt gratitude to you. Thank you all.
I will
Even
share all the
participants.
materials. I will
Yeah.
share all the materials as well as someone asked regarding how we can teach to the students regarding these tools. That the
Yes.
walkthrough also I will share as a PDF with you, sir. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
share
it is
with them.
required, sir. Yeah, it is required
Yes, sir.
because even they have an assessment also today evening after the
Okay.
validatory program. That is why they need these materials also. Yeah. You
Yes, sir.
should share
Thank you.
it, sir. Yeah. Okay. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Yeah. Participant, please note 10 minutes break. And I think next session will start at 4:23.
Hello, sir. Shall I start, sir?
Wait. Another 3 minutes, okay? I had given a timer there.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, fine, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but till I-
ಹೌದು ಹಂಗೆ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಂತೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್
Yeah.
ಜೋಡಿ ನಂಗೆ ಪುರ ಆಯ್ತು
ಮುಗಿತ್ ನಮ್ ಕತೆ.
ನನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಆಮೇಲೆ
ನಂಗೆ ಲೇಟ್ ನಿಂದು.
ನೀನು ಎದುರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ
Hey, Ramya, you can start. Just
Yes, sir. Sir, your camera is not enabled, sir. Is it okay, right, sir? Hello, sir.
a minute, I will enable.